Family, hey, welcome to another new Truth and Love the Church with your brother Joseph. So I've been receiving messages from you, concerning some of these things we're seeing on social media, where some of you were saying Sinach and Frank Edwards, they actually have a new church. We have some certain roles and positions and the like. Well, before we get into that, let me just take you through their history. I'll just share a brief compilation of videos which are actually easy for you to follow through.
I moved to Lagos to live with my uncle. I joined the Christ Embassy and I released my first album, The Definition. It was just released, like within the church.
Pastor, thank you. I was just a little girl when I met you. And I had all these dreams in my heart. And you saw my dreams even before I saw them. My pastor, I travel with him all the time. So that gave me a lot of confidence. So he would pick me on his stage. And then, that helped me a lot. It helped me build confidence. He helped me also to build a fan base. I met my man of God, Pastor Chris. So he was the one that redirected me on the importance of gospel music in the church first, and then as a gospel minister. So I was under him that I grew. So I grew, and of course he gave me the platform to minister to the whole world because he has a global ministry. And so we went to different places in the ministering in the whole, all across the country and different continents. So I would lead worship. And so gave me the opportunity to write songs, new songs and all that. So I was able to showcase my talents. And so I grew, became a record artist, and the rest is history. A place of service is a place of preparation. And so, if God, this is how it works. If God gives you, this little bit to work with, and you are faithful, the Bible says he prunes you to bear more fruits, and you bear more. And that's what he does. And that's what it is. If God puts you in a local church that has 5 people there, and you are just so faithful in serving and humble and serving and fulfilled, he'll bring more to you. And as you serve, he'll bring more. He keeps increasing you. And that's what happened to me. And I tell the story everywhere I go to that. I am so glad. I'm still serving my church, by the way. And I've seen God multiply, and he keeps multiplying.
So as for their history, who brought them up, who made it possible for giving them a stage and for all of us to know of them, it was due to the influence, Pastor Chris's influence, his mentorship, his messages. That's what made us get to know of them. All right. Before we get anywhere with this story, I just want to show you a platform where we have various ministers ministering on the same platform. You get to watch messages, get to watch all these other programs. It's like the Christian Netflix, and I want you to check it out. And for the African audience, Nigeria and the other African audience, monthly subscription is as little as 4,000 Naira or equivalent. That is $2.50. So let's check this out.
For just $6, unpack the ultimate Christian streaming experience. Dive into life-changing sermons, gripping and heartwarming shows, epic, soul-stirring movies, and spirit-lifting music. Stay informed with up-to-the-minute news and explore powerful, thought-provoking documentaries and docuseries. Ignite young minds with dynamic and engaging youth and kids programs. Alpha TV has everything you need and more. Subscribe now to get started.
So when there were those stories, going around social media that they are no longer in Christ Embassy, we then got to see Frank Edwards, who was coming out to say that Dr. Paul Enenche was now his father.
Pastor, I want to publicly say a very big thank you. I want to appreciate you for being a father. As busy, as hectic as the man of God's event is, he says to me, Frank, please, anytime you need anything, I don't know if you're hearing me. He didn't say anytime you need advice. He said, whatever you need, tell me. If I don't do it, just know it's beyond my capacity. And I said, sir, this is a blank check, but no even need for that. You see this one prayer you made, he has given me everything. It's everything. I can't count things that has happened. I can't count how many things that has happened since I became, connected to you. And today I want to publicly say thank you so much. I love you, sir. God bless you. God bless your family. And I will continue to make you proud.
So my family, when we saw this, we were just like, okay. But a rather confusing thing that we saw recently, I believe it's not even up to a week. There is this thing that we saw this pastor saying, I believe he's a spiritual son to Bishop T.D. Jakes. I believe his name is Pastor Paul from Nigeria. He came out to say this about Sinach and Frank Edwards. And we also have Frank Edwards appreciating him, saying that he's now impacting him. He has given him a position in the church, like as a music director and the like. So let's listen.
Also, she's our first ambassador who now across the Caucasian world, across the South American world, the global South and the global East, the global North and global West, song leaders in every shade and color of skin are singing her songs. I believe she's the best songwriter out of Africa and the best team builder. She built a phenomenal team in the church she used to be in, and they're all stars in the firmament of the gospel. Please acknowledge Lady Sinach.
When I actually heard this, I can't really say I was pleased because, like, honestly, I feel like it was actually inaccurate. Him saying that Sinach, she raised stars or she built a team in Christ Embassy. She didn't do that. Alright, she was raised in Christ Embassy. The person who built a team in Christ Embassy of this, using the language that you use, that's what you call them, okay, these gospel stars and the like. It was Evangelist Kathy. She's actually the person who raised all those people, groomed all of them to be who they are, and they were given a platform. So for us to be hearing this from servants of God, that's all I would just say. I'm just saying that the information is quite inaccurate. Okay? And then we now have Frank Edwards saying,
Papa? Thank you. First of all, I made a mental note of the things to say to you, but I'd like to speak from my heart. You have created an environment where serving God does not make you feel used, but useful. We thank you for the level of excellence that you have put in every one of us. Thank you so much for believing in the choir so much. Even though we just concluded a master class where you flew in someone all over from the UK just because you want something beyond excellence. And we learned so much, and we will make you proud. We don't take these things for granted. And for me personally, there is, asking me to be the music director of this great choir, it feels to me like giving a 3-year-old a Rolls Royce, a Ferrari.
So judging from what we're actually hearing, yes, we can confirm that they have changed churches. They are now ministering at, I believe his name is Pastor, I don't really know his name, is Pastor Paul. Yes, they're ministering at Pastor Paul's church. All right. And I saw a lot of comments. A lot of people were commenting and the like. Some were angry, some were saying some certain things. All we just say is no matter where a person is now fellowshipping in, just the most important thing is we shouldn't be fighting each other. And on the flip side also, don't despise where you were raised. You don't need to be coming out to say that I now fellowship at this ministry because where I was, there was this and this and this, And also for your new pastor to be coming out to say at your former church you did this, you are now at our current all those stuffs. We should separate ourselves from all this politics. All right. So that's just the story. That's what we've been seeing over there. But the main message that we're just sharing with you is, let's just walk in love. Let's not be castigating each other. If you feel like these videos that have been going out have actually been rubbing you the wrong way, just ignore them. All right. Yes, that's all we have to say. So tell me what you think about all this, my family, in the comments below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. God bless you.